Okay, I kind of went back and watched chapter one and saw that the white background was a little bit hard to see on camera, so I changed the background. So moving on to chapter two, this chapter is titled Why Vision Boards Work. So why vision boards work? Although the process of creating a vision board sounds pretty simple, the activity can really change your life because something inside of you shifts when you become clear about your dreams. So new habits and thoughts. The premise behind a vision board is that it can help you shift your focus from where you're headed now to where you really want to be. So instead of being reactive and letting the world lead you, your vision board can help you lead your own life. So the first thing that you want to do is stop the negative self-talk and stop the doubt. I can personally relate to that because, a lot of times I've wanted to pursue something and I've talked myself out of it by saying that I would fail anyways, I'm never going to succeed, not believing in myself, all of those things. And you need to stop that. You need to start believing that you can achieve things. And that's, it's an ongoing process. If you've been in a long habit of, negative self-talking and doubting yourself, it's a process where you constantly have to kind of recalibrate and say, hey, I'm negative self-talking myself. I need to stop that. So, it's a daily thing. Um, so start looking at the world differently. Look at it as a place full of opportunities for successful people like you and me. Picturing your future. The vision board is designed to show you what can be yours with applied focus and energy. There are instances in our lives when we are in total sync with something else. The result of those opportunities, or the result of those instances, is that opportunities come into your life, not necessarily when or how you imagined, but typically they do come into your life. I mentioned at the beginning that I'm kind of living in a moment where I attracted the wrong opportunity into my life. So I, am like in the process of making this vision board. And there's this TV show that's out right now, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So one of the people on the show that I admire a lot is Adrienne Maloof. So, I'm thinking to myself, I want to be like her, successful, always like moving around, traveling, all these things. So, um, I said, I want to put her in the middle of my vision board, not myself. I want to put this person in the middle of my vision board. So I was in the process of looking for a new job, and I had two opportunities on the table. One opportunity was to kind of be my own boss, be like that Adrienne Maloof character. And then the other opportunity was to work for this really high profile woman who does all this traveling, really is like making a difference. So I had an opportunity to work for that type of person. So, not understanding really the two opportunities that were on the table, I declined to take the opportunity where I would kind of be my own boss, and I decided to take the opportunity where I would be supporting somebody who was her own boss, that globe-trotting, jet-setting lifestyle. And then I realized I had attracted into my life the opportunity that I wanted, which was to be my own boss, to be the person that travels, to be that powerful person that can make decisions and, people go to them for the answers. And in like a fit of fear of realizing I can't handle all of that, this is perhaps negative self-talk, but this is what I told myself, I decided to work for the other person. So if you kind of, connect the dots, I am going to be supporting the Adrienne Maloof character rather than being that Adrienne Maloof character. So in that instance, was not very clear about myself being that person. So I'm kind of falling, into a different role. That being said, I'm going to live with it because I realize now what I was doing, and hopefully I will attract another opportunity in my life, or I will have to refocus that goal um, and come up with a different one. So kind of going off on a tangent, but such is life. And that's the end of chapter 2. So this is a good segue to get started into chapter 3.